Did you eat today?
An apple? What do you think about tolerance?
I mean, would I think about it or do I know what it is?
What is your opinion about it? Like, what do you think about when you hear the word tolerance?
Oh, I mean, like, racism, homophobia, like stuff like that, and how like people get discriminated. I think that's like the bad side.
Yeah.
I mean, like distolerance.
Yeah,
I think that's the word.
What is like the opposite of that, do you think? Like good tolerance?
Good tolerance? I mean, like, I don't know, gay people.
Gay people is good tolerance?
I mean, yeah, they accept everyone, so it's good tolerance.
Yeah. But like examples, I mean, like, what would be a good example of like good tolerance?
I mean, an example, you want me to do an example?
Yeah.
Then, I don't know, like, wait, I'll just think about it for a second. Okay, so like, maybe like 100 years ago, well, not 100, like 50 years ago, a black guy may not have been like accepted to a sports league or something like that, and now it's pretty much an everyday thing.
Yeah.
That's good tolerance, I think.
I think so, but I think that's like a really, really, like a long tolerance thing, like a long time span. Like, what could be like a shorter one, like a not something that like lasts 50 years.
I mean, like just like accepting anyone into your friend group. I think that's good. Or like talking to anyone.
Yeah, not like letting somebody like feel left out.
Yeah.
So you said something about homophobia. What do you think? What do you think about that? Like, what is a good example of like bad tolerance towards like gay people and of that?
What is a bad example?
Bad example, yeah.
I don't know, they get bullied so much they kill themselves. I think that's a pretty good example of a bad example.
I think that's like one of the worst examples like there is towards that.
I mean, yeah, but you would like be surprised of how common it is, though.
It's sad how common it is, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's too, especially in like Latvia, I think, and Lithuania also, like it's everywhere. Like everybody bullies like the homophobe, like everybody's a homophobic in like Latvia almost. Like, not everyone, but like a lot of people, like per capita.
It's the same in Lithuania, dude.
Yeah.
Like, the people that accept gay people is like the minority. Of the whole population.
Yeah, and it's sad that it's like that. Like, what's your opinion? What's your like outlook to gay people?
To gay people, I mean, they're fine, bro. Like, who gives a fuck about them? Like, for real, who gives a fuck about anyone else but themselves?
Yeah.
At this day and age.
Yeah.
Come on.
I agree with you. I don't know why you would like have to hate them, because if they're not doing anything to you, like why like do something to them? For me, it's like if they don't bother me, if they don't like come up to me and like try to do stuff or anything, just like let them live, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna go out of my way to like maybe be friends with them and like be best friends and stuff like that, but I'm also not gonna go bully them because they're not doing anything to me.
I mean, yeah.
Just like let them live.
If they're not bothering you or something like that, like who gives a fuck?
Yeah, genuinely like doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, I mean most people don't give a shit about others.
That's good though. But I hate the people who like really like attack people who are like gay or anything about them, like anything they dislike about them, they like attack them. And I don't know. I hate that from other people. It's like,
I mean, of course. I mean, homophobia is discrimination towards other people. So of course you would hate that if you value human beings as human beings, not as like, oh, he's gay, so he like, I don't know, rapes kids.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't happen at all.
I just don't know how like the people's minds work who like discriminate like every day and tell like gay people to go like kill yourself. Like Jesus didn't make you for this and stuff like that. I just don't know how their mind works. It's like, why do you go and do that? Why not like accept the person, like move on? Why do you have to make like a big thing out of it while you can just like turn the other way and like not say anything?
I mean, just like people hate the other people because like they feel powerful in doing that. There's like no correlation towards that. Just people hate people for who they are because they don't feel comfortable as themselves, probably.
Yeah.
Or like they're unhappy with their life, so they must see others unhappy with it. Stuff like that, like the bully becomes the bully.
Yeah. Have you like
believe.
experienced anything like that?
I mean, not really. I don't really notice it. Most of the time, I just don't care.
Yeah.
I mean, who gives a fuck about some guy who like screamed the F slur at you? Like,
Yeah.
I don't care. You can yell whatever you want. It's not gonna affect me as a person.
Yeah, true. Racism is also like a big thing, I think, in like Latvia and Lithuania also.
Oh yeah,
It's like a huge thing. Like people, I think maybe not a lot of people are like precisely racist, but like a common thing is saying the N-word, I think, in Latvia.
Oh
and
yes.
Lithuania. That's
Yes,
like the
yes.
most commonest thing like everybody does.
Yeah, like if you join like, I'm just gonna use a video game example. If you like join any servers in like those countries, you're gonna get the N-word like
Yeah.
dropped like 20 times a game.
Yeah.
It's pretty bad.
It is really bad, but the good thing, I don't think like a lot of people like genuinely hate like people of other race. I think they just think it's funny to like make fun of them, like Chinese people like the eyes and black people like N-word and stuff like that. I don't think they genuinely like. I don't think it's a hate crime. I think it's like more of a like. I'm trying to fit in, so I'm just gonna make fun of those people. So like,
Oh yeah.
so everybody like thinks I'm cool, you know.
Yeah.
I think it's that
I mean,
that thing.
also, most people like don't even notice it because they just use the word like to just like.
It's like it's so common though in Latvia and Lithuania.
Oh yeah.
Saying that word. It's sad to be honest.
I like hear it mostly like almost every day.
Yeah, and it's kind of depressing, but
I mean, depressing, I don't think so. It's just gross to think about
Yeah.
like people just say the word that's supposed to be like horrible for the people.
yeah,
They just don't give a shit.
yeah.
You know what is luxism?
I've heard this somewhere. It's like, is it like about appearance? Like, I think it's about like people making fun of people because of their appearance, like being overweight or
It's not like making fun of them. It's just like having treating them better than
Better?
others. Yeah, better. Like accepting job applications. Getting them like gifts or something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, it kind of makes sense, but it kind of doesn't. It really doesn't actually, because like how, like you are accepting a job application and then you're just looking at the photo and not like what did they do? You know?
Yeah, you're just I get that. It's probably more common like job applications, yeah. Because like I think if I don't know if it's luxism though. Cause the example I'm gonna say is maybe like sex. What was the name?
What?
The
what?
when like genders like you pick a man
Sexualities?
like something like being sexist. What? Sexist.
Okay, so you think luxism is
No,
sexist?
no. I'm trying to say like the example I'm about to give is more probably sexist than like
Oh,
looks.
okay.
Because like I wanted to say like the job application thing. Probably like people pick more males than females just because they think like females aren't as qualified. Even though like females probably have like more like degrees in like university and like more education, but they just pick up the man over the woman because they think like the woman won't be like able to do a job better than him. But again, I think that's more like sexist than like luxism.
Yeah. I mean, but like luxism also kind of plays a part because like this is gonna sound so sexist, but like if you're accepting applications for assistance, like which is like not supposed to be, but like it's portrayed as a female role. Like you're gonna pick the prettier girl,
Yeah. I think that happens a lot, to be honest, and like and everywhere probably, because like you don't really need a degree to be an assistant. I don't think. Maybe in certain places, but like more commonly you just have to like do stuff for like the manager or something, and they just pick the prettiest girl because like,
I mean, yeah.
Why not? Right, basically. I don't know what's the logic behind it, why people do that, but
I mean, hey, you want something pretty to look at work,
Yeah, I get that.
That is so sexist.
It is really sexist. It's really sad.
It is.
It is. I think it's like, it's a big problem, to be honest, like sexism.
Yeah. Like, have you ever been discriminated against?
Sexism?
No, just like any type.
Any type?
Yeah.
I'd say like luxism is probably one of the biggest ones, because like when I was a kid I had like humongous ears, because I think my like head grew a lot slower than my ears, and people like, you know, the elephant like Dumbo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, people like called me that, and they like said things like, "Yo, Dumbo, if we like throw you out of the third story, will you fly?"
That is horrible.
Yeah, it is, but like at the time it maybe hurt a bit, but like when the time passed a bit, I didn't really care about it because like everybody said that, so I just like took it as like okay. But again, I don't think it's that visible now because I think genuinely my ears just grew a lot like faster.
Also, like the hair helps. Also.
Yeah, it like helps a lot. Do you have you experienced like discrimination in any way?
I mean, like I said, I don't really notice it. I may have been discriminated against, but like I just didn't think it as it was discrimination.
Do you have like an example that could maybe be discrimination?
I mean, like some people just like yell out "fucking fag" in the halls at me, but I don't care at all. I mean, as long as if it's not physical, I don't care.
Yeah.
We're like, yeah, words can hurt, but like a fist coming at my face hurts a lot more than, you know, the F slur.
I really think that like people who say like slurs like that are kind of like insecure about something.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, because like I usually imagine people like a really successful person who like basically is like almost like perfect, right? Like has a good job, like looks pretty good, like all of this. He wouldn't probably say those things because he's like better than that, and he wouldn't do that. That's why I think like people actually like do insult you and say like dumb slurs have actually like insecurities of their own, and you shouldn't like take those to heart because everybody basically has insecurities, and them like pointing yours out shouldn't make you like feel worse about yourself.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, a lot of people do feel worse about it because like it's like they confirm your like maybe you think, oh, maybe it's like maybe I just think that, you know, maybe I just think I have a big nose, maybe I just think I have like a massive head, and when somebody like tells you that, it like confirms it for you, and then it maybe like hurts a bit more. But again, I think that person has like insecurities too, and you shouldn't like get depressed over it. Like it probably
not
hurts,
depressed, but like triggered or something.
Yeah, you
like
shouldn't.
that.
Like the worst thing you could do, I think, is like lash out on them. I think that's the worst thing you could do. Because I think like the smart thing to do is like just genuinely like ignore them.
Yeah.
Because like make them like feel bad about it. Because if you don't give a reaction, they're just like not funny at all, you know.
But like also like some people take it as a challenge to do something more.
Yeah, true that. Like people try to like trigger people to like get a reaction and kind of like I think the main thing people do it for is like attention. Because like in a friend group, maybe you like 5 dudes in a friend group and one like gay person walks by and you like say something so to make your like friends laugh or something. Like yo, like the same like with you, like yo faggot or something, you know, just to get that attention from like your friends. I think that happens a lot.
Yeah,
because I don't see a lot of like people by themselves like commenting on like stuff like that.
But I mean, like also there comes like an answer like herd mentality. You know, if somebody does it like in a group, then the whole group does it, and then it's okay.
Yeah.
Like at one person like going, like just like walking around in town, like he wouldn't say those things because like. Going alone just feels like you are defenseless against anyone. Yeah. Like actually anyone.
Yeah, you feel like more powerful with your like gang around you.
Gang?
With your gang. People call you like the...
No, it's a friend group or circle.
Yeah, but like people call it like, yo, me and my gang, even though it's like just a regular
Who the fuck
group.
says that?
A lot of people do.
Who?
Okay, like me and the boys.
But that's not a gang, bro.
Yeah, but people say that though. I've heard it many times. Like me and the gang. People have said it. You know it.
No, I haven't actually. Like nobody says that over where I live.
I've heard like over like social media and stuff.
Oh.
Like me and the gang.
So you just like basically don't know.
I haven't seen it IRL though. Like only through phone.
Through the phone.
Who do you think discriminates more, like adults or like teens, like our age?
I think like adults do it more silently than teenagers because like teenagers often like go in groups of friends, so they often like yell shit at you.
Yeah.
But like adults, like they give you like the silent treatment, like they give you stares or something like that. It's like I think they do it more than teens, because like teens often are younger, so they like are more understanding of others. Like adults have like that old mindset, especially like in Lithuania and Latvia. Like as we grew up in Soviet countries, like it's such an old-timey mindset that they think like gay people or something like that are the worst thing ever.
But I think the good part about like adults is like they keep to themselves like their opinions. Like maybe they say it in like your like family group or something, but that they don't like go and like call you out on the street or something.
Yeah.
They just like keep to themselves. Because also like in Latvia, a lot of like especially I would say like old men who like grew up like I don't know 50 years ago. They especially like think like gay people are like really bad, and like they see a gay person, they're like, what the fuck is happening, you know? Like I've experienced that too, because like I'm not gay obviously, but like I've seen like a old person like really like look down up and down to a person who like wears like rainbow flags and stuff like that. You can see like how much they judge them. And I also like heard from even like my family side, like I've heard like people say that like we like don't like gays, like guys shouldn't do that, and like we should like not allow gays to marry in Latvia. And I don't think you can even like marry in Latvia if you're gay.
I don't know.
I don't think so. Can you in Lithuania?
I have no idea. To be honest.
I don't think you can. Although like our new like president really supports the gays.
Yeah, mine doesn't. So
yeah, we just switched, so it probably will be allowed if it isn't. So
I mean, I hope so.
Yeah, I don't really like care that much about it. Although I do like the fact that like free will should exist.
Yeah.
And if you genuinely like love someone, then like you should be able to like marry them despite the gender.
Yeah, I mean like gender doesn't really have anything to do with it. It's just two people fall in love and they like want to get married.
Yeah,
that's basically it. And like just like the churches don't want that to happen, of course, because what else are they gonna do, you know, like help the homeless?
Yeah, because like it's even written in the Bible, I think, that like the same gender like can't marry or something. Like gays are not supposed to like marry and stuff. I think it's in the Bible. I don't know, I haven't read it.
I mean like it's just like pulling at straws right now. If I don't know it, like if I haven't read it, I wouldn't like quote it, because
but I'm pretty sure I've heard it from somewhere that like
I mean also like some sources may be like biased towards like the anti-gay agenda.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think that there actually isn't anything. Like I would have to read it.
True. We can't
or
really,
like ask somebody who's like studied the Bible a lot.
Yeah, we can't like really speak about it that much, to be honest.
Yeah.
Or do you think like discrimination happens more? Like, do you think it happens more like in real life, like on the streets and stuff, or like social media?
I think social media, because like you get a cloak of anonymity to go along with it.
Yeah.
You can like just reach out to random people and like just, you know, make fun of them for who they are. But like in IRL, you have to confront them in person or yell at them in person, you know, in a group of people who like, it's like you take a chance. You take a chance of being like turned against.
Yeah.
Like still, I think it like happens way more on social media, but like I don't think it has that much of an impact on real life. I mean, it has messed up some people like a lot.
Yeah.
But you know, those like you just turn off your phone.
Yeah. I think it is like more serious when it happens in real life. Because like a lot of trolls exist on the internet. Like a lot of people like just make fun of people like feel something or something, you know. Like also the internet and social media has like a lot more like people on it, obviously, than like the people you see in real life. And it's also like a lot easier to find someone that like believes in the LGBTQ and believes like not believes, but like this believes like racism and stuff like that. So it's a lot easier to find someone to target, I think, rather than in real life, because in real life you have to like stumble upon them. But in the internet, you can like easily find like a group or a certain person and like make fun of them. So I also think it's like a lot more like. I
mean, also like a lot of people like just project their beliefs on the internet way more than IRL.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, a bio or something, like a description, like that's a lot. Like that's not a lot to write.
Yeah.
And that's just like a lot of teens or like adults do that, just like write LGBTQ plus and like, oh, a troll finds it and then just, you know, harasses them for no fucking reason.
Yeah, and it's pretty dumb. Like
it's really dumb.
It's really dumb. Like I don't get why people do that, to be honest. Like I get that I hate how people like because they're not in a certain group, they want to like make fun of it maybe, because like especially with the gays and stuff. Like, do you think the situation was like better before, like with the whole LGBTQ and stuff, or now, like nowadays?
To be honest, like in Lithuania, it was freaking horrible. But, like in the US, it was kind of horrible, but like it's less.
Yeah.
There were like a lot of gay bars. Like the USA has so many gay bars, and it's just like so much people are open to it, the conversation and stuff. Like you can like look on YouTube, like there are drag queens, you know, like beauty influencers, like stuff like that, and they just like don't care that they're, you know, they just openly show themselves for who they are and not like, you know, what they want the world to see.
Yeah. So do you think it was like worse a couple of years back or now? Like
in Lithuania, it was worse.
Yeah.
But now it's like kind of bad, but like it's better though.
Yeah, I think the same with Latvia. Like a couple of years back was terrible. Even in the world, I think.
The situation like before was really horrible. Like right now, it's pretty much tolerable, I think.